Hey guys, Mr. Griffin. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm very proud of you guys. I think you guys have been doing some really, really great work. I'm very happy with what I've seen from you guys. I can really tell that you're working, you're trying. If you don't understand something, you've been reaching out to me. You've been emailing me, we've been discussing different things. So I'm very, very proud to see that going on. I've been talking to some of your parents, your siblings, your guardians, through talking points, which has been really great. It's good to get to sit down with some of your family members, to get to know them a little bit, and they get to know me. Um, so I'm very, very pleased that that's been going on too. Now I understand that this is not easy for you guys. It's not easy for me either, right? It's very difficult to try to learn something and teach something when we don't have the same time that we normally have. Um, you know, we get so used to seeing each other for, so often for 2 periods, a day, Monday through Friday. And now we don't have that, right? So, we're trying our best. You guys are trying your best. I'm very proud of that. So let's talk about our assignment this week, right? So this week is week 4 of our time capsule. And you know that every single week, we want to try to focus on something, of our sentence structure, right? Different things that we're looking for as your teachers and different things that we want you to practice as well, right? So this week, we want to focus on compound sentences, adjectives, adverbs, coordinating conjunctions, and descriptive words, right? Now, all of this stuff we've gone over in class, but I thought it would be helpful to go over, just to give you guys a quick refresher. The first thing that we should be discussing is compound sentences, right? So, a compound sentence is a sentence with more than one subject or predicate, right? So, you guys know that subject is something that we either learn or is taught at school, right? So, English, math, biology, history, music, um, you know, gym, right? Those are all subjects in school. Now, a subject of a sentence, right, is basically the noun, right? So it's the person, the place, the thing, or the idea. That would be the subject of our sentence, right? Um, so a predicate, right, is that has a part of the sentence that has a verb stating something about the subject, right? Basically, it's the main verb in the sentence, right? So, for example, if I were to say, the bird was singing loud outside, right? The subject, our noun, would be the bird, right? Singing would be the predicate, would be the main verb, right? A compound sentence is a sentence with more than one subject or more than one predicate, okay? So let me give you an example of that, right? So, Mary doesn't like fireworks because they are too loud. So, she doesn't watch them. Okay? Um, Another one. Actually, I like this one better. Claire didn't cheat on the test because she knew it was wrong. Okay? So, the subject, right, is Claire. That's our noun, the person, right? Claire didn't cheat on the test because she knew it was wrong. Okay? Cheat would be a verb. Okay? Knew would be another verb. So that would be a compound sentence because we have two predicates, right? So that's what would make it a compound sentence. Either it has more than one noun or subject, right? Or it has more than one predicate, right? Um, So now let's talk about adjectives. You guys know what adjectives are. We went over it a lot in class, especially when we did our monster project, right? So adjectives are um, attributes or characteristics, right? So that could be cold, young, large, small. Um, when we were doing our monster project, right? When we talked about the height, right? So how big something was. It was very large, right? Which means that it was very big, right? So we use different adjectives when we created our monster together in class and when you guys created your own monsters in class, right? So an adverb is a word or expression that modifies a verb, right? So for example, we have badly, sadly, um, always, everywhere, slowly. Um, Whenever I go out, I always take my cell phone. Um, I always brush my teeth before bed. Um, let's see. The turtle was moving slowly, right? So those are adverbs, okay? Um, so now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about coordinating conjunctions. Now that's something we sort of touch base with in school, but again, let's go over it again, right? So coordinating conjunctions are used to join two adjectives together, two nouns together, or two clauses together, right? Using and, um, but, things like that. So, for example, okay, I want to buy a red sports car, but um, the blue car is more affordable, right? So right there we have the subject of car, right? Um, but. So that but, right? Put those sentences together. Okay? Um, descriptive words. All right? So words that describe nouns, basically, right? Um, so that could be small, little, large, tiny, um, things like that. So the little girl was tiny. The descriptive word right there is tiny, right? Um, our monster has um, prickly skin, right? So prickling would be the descriptive word of the skin, right? So we're using prickly to describe the skin, okay? So that is pretty much that, right? So compound sentences, as we know, sentence with more than one subject or more than one predicate. A subject is, that the noun, the main idea of the sentence. Predicate is the main verb of the sentence. Okay? Adjectives, we went over that. You guys know what adjectives are. Words that have to do with characteristics. Right? Adverbs are words or expression that modifies a verb. Okay? And then the coordinating conjunctions are used to join two adjectives together. Um, Nouns or clauses using words like and, but, um, or, words like that, right? So there is a website that I posted in our Google Classroom that I think is very helpful for you guys, just as another refresher, if you are stuck. But you guys know if you are stuck, you can always email me. You know what I mean? I'll be more than happy to help you out. All right, so let's take a closer look into the actual assignment. Okay? So, time capsule week 4. Okay? Targeted writing, a combination of two skills, right? So you will continue writing in your journal this week. Hopefully you guys have been writing in your journals, right? This week we would like you to focus on expanding your language using compound sentences and adjectives and adverbs. So this week we want you to focus on a couple of different things, okay? What you want in your future, what are your goals? Are these the same goals you had when you were a small child? Why or why not? Are these the same goals your family has for you? Why or why not? Explain. So, when we tell you guys to explain, okay, We want you to put details into it. We don't want just, one word sentences, right? That's not going to do anything. It's not going to help you guys with practice. It's just a way that you're getting the work done, right? The whole point of this is we want to give you guys more practice, okay? More exposure, and more practice so that you guys can become better writers, better speakers, right? So, what do you want in your future? Okay, that's a pretty interesting question, right? So, what do you want in your future? Now, it could be anything. It could be a job that you want. It could be a relationship. It could be that you want kids, that you want a certain job. Um, you want to graduate high school, which is awesome, and I'm very, very happy for you guys if that is one of them. That you want to go to college, that would be even better. I would be very proud of you guys for that too. But I'm proud of you guys no matter what anyway. But anyway, so what you want in your future, okay? So that's what we want you to tell us about. Now, we want you to use complete sentences, right? We want you to use capitals. We want you to use punctuation, phrasing, right? You guys know that if you do an assignment, I go through, I correct it, so I leave your answer and I add the correction to it. That way you can see everything. Um, that I did and that you did so that it's more practice for you guys to see and help you with your sentence structure, right? So, whenever you're answering any questions for us, okay, we want you to try, okay? As long as you guys are trying, that's all we care about. We don't care if it's perfect. We don't care if it's right. We don't care if it's wrong. We want you guys to try, or at least I do, right? And I'm sure a lot of your teachers are the same way. And if you do something and it's not correct, it's okay. That's how we learn, right? So we'll continue to work together like we have been. Okay, I'll be doing corrections. We can discuss things through our Zoom meetings, through email. Nothing is changing with that, right? Okay, so what do you want in your future? Okay, so then the next part is what are your goals? Goals. What is a goal? Well, a goal is something that we have for others or for ourselves, right? So my goal is to be, or one of my goals is to be a good person, right? So what can I do to achieve that goal? Well, I can be patient. I can be helpful. I can, um, give advice. Things like that, right? So what are your goals? Okay, and what are some things that you can do to achieve those goals, right? Um, Then the next question, are these the same goals that you had when you were a small child? Why or why not? Explain. So when I was a kid, okay, there's a lot of different things that I wanted to do, right? I wanted to be an archaeologist. I wanted to be a pro wrestler. I wanted to be an Egyptologist, right? I wanted to be a veterinarian. So there's a lot of different things that I wanted to do when I was a kid. But I can tell you, being a professional wrestler is not my goal right now, right? So I have a different goal um, now than I had when I was a child, okay? So we want you to let us know if it's the same goal you had when you were a kid that you have now, why it is or why it isn't, right? Then we want to ask you guys, are these the same goals your family has for you? Why or why not? So your goal may be to graduate high school. Okay? Your family's goal may be for you to graduate high school, right? So you would say yes, and you would explain why. So why do you want to graduate high school, right? Why does your family want you to graduate high school, right? So those are the details, those are the things that we want to see, and those are the things that we do want expect you guys to write about, okay? And again, not just one word answers. Come on, you guys know better than that. You guys are very good at writing sentences and you're very, very smart. That's what we want to see right now, okay? So once we finish that part, okay, the next part of the assignment says you may continue to write in English or your first language, but we would like you to write at least one sentence in English containing coordinating conjunctions and description words every day. So once again, coordinating conjunctions are used to join two adjectives together, nouns or clauses, by using different words, and, or, but, things like that, right? So keep practicing. And right here we have different examples. So of all the things that I discussed in this video so far, whether it's compound sentences, adjectives, adverbs, coordinating conjunction, descriptive words, I want you to try to look at the examples and see if you can pick out, not an assignment, just to help you guys, see if you can pick out the things that you notice, right? My mom yelled at me, so my face turned red. She was angry with me, so I tried to explain quietly why I didn't cook dinner. My dog is cute and fluffy, but he needs a hot bath. George is annoying, so I shut the door loudly, right? Those are the examples they gave you. So take a look at that. They might help you out. So now to finish up the assignment for the week, okay? Answer these questions using complete sentences. I know I sound like a broken record. Complete sentences, right? So how does expanding your sentence make your writing more interesting, right? So I don't want a one-word answer there. How does expanding your sentence make your writing more interesting? It does. Well, that doesn't tell me anything, right? Underneath there, okay, we've even included a starter, okay, a starter for your sentence. Expanding sentences make writing more interesting because give us the reasons, right? Give us the details, okay? Then number 2, how can you improve your writing next week? Okay? Don't just tell me I can write more, I can read more. That doesn't help me, right? And that doesn't help you. I can improve next week by, and give us the answer. And then number 3, how has this experience helped you to improve your writing? So this experience has helped me improve my writing by, give us the details, right? So guys, that's pretty much it. It may seem like a lot, but it's really not. It's like I said, it's stuff we've all covered in class before. I just want to do a quick refresher, so if you guys were stuck or you needed some extra help, or if you needed, some extra guidance, be more than happy to do that. So as you guys know, when you're doing this, you can always use Google Translate. If you want to talk to me directly through talking points, we can do that. If you need any help or you have any questions, you can always email me. We can set up, our individual Zoom meetings like we've been doing. Whatever I can do to help you guys is what I want to do, right? So that's where I'm going to leave you guys, okay? I'm very excited to see what you guys have to write about this week. I'm always excited to find out what you guys have to write about. I want you to try your best, as always. I don't expect it to be perfect. I don't expect it to be 100% correct, but I do expect you guys to try, right? And I know each and every one of you, and I know you will try, and I know you have been trying, and I'm very, very proud of the work that you guys have been doing. I can't say that enough. And I'm very proud of how you guys have handled all this. It's, a very difficult time. It's not easy, and you all are trying your best, and I think you should really be proud of yourselves for that. So, all right. So instead of going on like a broken record anymore, I'm going to let you guys get going. Take a look at this video. I really hope it helps you. And again, if you have any questions or if you need any help with anything, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.